Alright guys, what's up? It's been a minute since I actually professionally recorded a video. That means I'm not using my phone. I'm using my Sony a6000, which I've fallen in love with all over again. Haven't been using it in a while, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to tell you that it's been a kind of a sad 2 weeks. Well, I guess it's a sad 2 weeks for my YouTube. A big plus for me. Okay, so my YouTube has hella views on my Jeep videos, right? On YouTube, my Jeep gets really good views. For my small channel, only 187 subscribers or something like that, 183. Not sure of the total right now. But it gets really good views. Almost 4,000 on one of my Jeep videos, 2,000 on another. Really positive, good views. Regardless of that, I had to get rid of my Jeep Cherokee. It was a 1999 two-door Jeep Cherokee, completely unmolested, except when I molested it. But it was time for it to go. Imagine just like a pile of money, you stick a shovel into it, and the Jeep, figure of speech, you put the money into the Jeep, it fixes itself, then it breaks 2 weeks later, and you do that over and over and over and over. Well, hey dumbass, well, you bought an old vehicle, you should have known that. And I did know that, and I thought, hey, I'm gonna have this car forever. I know it's a money pit, but I'm into the money pits, and I want to make old cars stay cool. And then I look back at my past year financial issues. Not financial issues, financial blowing through all my fucking money. Not all of it. There's a sizable chunk of it. Basically, both the same stories. It was boiling down to I was pissing money away on old cars that were nice, but they were junk, if that makes any sense. They're basically me. I'm a nice guy, but I'm also a piece of shit. If that makes any sense. Hopefully that, what is that word? Metaphor? Yeah, that metaphor clicks with someone. Regardless, I bought the 2017 Ford Fiesta ST in platinum white with ebony wheels. I got the Recaros, and the navigation speech package for free because they shipped me the wrong car. So I got the ebony wheels and the talk-free, hands-free voice navigation system. It's like a Sirius FM 3 years free, that type of shit. But I got that totally for free because they made a mistake, shipped the wrong car to me, and we had to go out and change the VIN number and their paperwork. Regardless, really good deal. I bought the car with 89 miles in it, on it, and right now I have 1,300-ish miles, and I'm fucking loving the car. You have no idea the relief which washes over you when you can go out in the morning and not have to worry about your car being totally dead for some fucking weird electrical issue, or your shock fucking bolt breaking off, even though it's a grade like 8 bobby bolt that's meant for like steel skyscrapers and like holding that together, and it breaks those. Or you made a 150 mile trip last night. You probably shouldn't drive your car today because it'll smoke a lot. Or you made a 200 mile trip and you have to stop 50 miles in because it's dripping oil onto the exhaust, which causes a lot of smoke, and well, you don't want to burn the fucker down. Or you want to treat it nice. You have to pull over every 5 or 50 fucking miles, and you can't go anywhere. Yeah, I hated my Jeep, but I loved it at the same time. It's probably gonna be something I regret in 15 years and kick myself in the ass for getting rid of it. But I'll just buy another one then, I guess. Hopefully, I'm in that financial situation where I can just buy cars like that. Plans are going kind of where I want them to, so hopefully it's like that. But the 2017 Ford Fiesta has like 197-ish horsepower to the crank, front wheel drive, 202 pounds of torque, so that equivalent of like 180, 170-ish actual horsepower that hits the wheels. But it's amazing. The car is only 2,200 pounds, and it is fucking brilliant. I'm in love. So coming from a 1999 two-door Cherokee, doesn't matter, I came from a fucking lifted Cherokee, which was a boat. Essentially, it was a boat on wheels. You know how in like cartoons and shit like that, like the kids will be like, haha, I'm driving, or like they're driving, right? And they're going on the road like that. You could actually do that in my Jeep and stay safe. There was so much play into the wheel, it was absolutely ridiculous. In the Fiesta, you do that, and you're, oh my god, it's a little beast turning. So we have a few back roads, because we have a river near here, so basically the river bends and shit follows the road. And oh my god, this car is brilliant in like 3rd and 4th gear, right in that range, and it just bombs. I love the car. The interior is absolutely amazing too. It has the Recaros. That was an option, $2,000 fucking option. And for a fat guy, I weigh 230-ish pounds. I have wide ass shoulders to begin with, but I'm a beefy fat motherfucker, right? Like, if I watch a lot of videos. What is the guy? WRX something. Lover, whatever that guy is, he had a video of the same car, basically saying if you're bigger, don't get the car or don't get these seats. And I want to disagree with him because fat conforms. Fat moves and it goes around. It's essentially just like a memory foam bed. So it's relatively still really comfortable and it holds you in. Jesus Lord, does it hold you in? The whole area, this is where the cockpit is and your seat and you're driving. I love how Ford spent money where it needed to be spent. It wasn't spent on trick-ass rear seats and cup holders and that type of shit. It's spent on the steering wheel to make that really nice and like it feels nice. It's the same steering wheel they have in the Ford Focus RS. The tachometer. The only issue I have in the tach is it doesn't give a lot of information and the gas gauge kind of seems cheap. There's everything else in the tachometer has an underglow, or not underglow, it has a light put behind it and it's sort of translucent, so the light shines into the tachometer and puts light out. In the gas gauge, there's just like a light up top and there's like a little needle, so it folds over here and the needle goes empty and there's like a little light that shines down on it. It looks really chintzy. And the whole you only have a temperature gauge. It's not even a true temperature gauge either. It's just like a little bar, like a really, like, it looks like a 90s calculator bar graph, and it looks just, it's not all about the looks, I suppose. Like I was saying, it doesn't show a lot. There's no voltmeter. There's no transmission temp. What else I had on my Jeep that I don't have on this? I believe it's just a voltmeter and the temperature, which I'm really concerned about the voltmeter being a really big base head. I'm gonna try to fit 2 10s, JL 10s, and like a 1400 watt amp and a bigger alternator, all in a small ass car. I know you can call it race or whatever, but that's how I am as a person. I really fucking love bass. My mom brought it to me, and I've always grown up with a lot of bass in my life. So that's something I'm gonna have in my cars, regardless if it's a popular opinion or not. But I always like to install it really properly and really pretty. I'm gonna have to install an aftermarket voltmeter because I don't want my shit cooking. Like not being able to pay attention if my voltage dropped all the way down or they're spiking. So that's kind of shitty that I have to go out and put in an aftermarket voltmeter, which isn't that bad. I believe Soundman or whatever on YouTube makes them, or SMD, something like that. SMD, I believe, has a really good voltmeter, but it won't look factory, and that's an issue with me, because I really want to keep the car as factory as possible, at least in the interior, like change the gear knob and all that type of stuff, whatever. But interior wise, I really want to keep it factory because it's really nice. It's the nicest car I've ever owned. I've owned 2004, no, what was it? Yeah, it was 2002 Pontiac Bonneville SLE. So it was like the base, not the base, it was the kitted out before I went to the supercharged version. Then I owned 2004 Impala, whatever, LS. It was like a really nice car. it still runs today. My sister actually has that car. Then I owned a 2002 Mustang GT, my 99 Cherokee, and I don't know. This is completely different than what I was just talking about because I totally forgot what I was talking about. Let's cut that all out. What was I going on about? Regardless, the modifications I really want to do to the car. Cobb is like a really big and aftermarket for the tuner cars, I guess tuner. And they have staged packages regardless of how silly it sounds. That's how they have their package deals named off. So I really want the stage 3, and that's probably going to happen. Something like VMAX or Bilstein coilovers on 1552 Tarmacs or something like that. They're like the wedge type wheel. I really enjoy them. And with a stage 3 from Cobb, you get a downpipe, intercooler, and charge piping, cold air intake, a full catback exhaust, and their access port tuner. And luckily, I live on the same road as a race shop or a speed shop, so they can do all the tuning. So I don't have to drive the car like half a fucking state away just to get my car tuned. I can just go right down the road and get it tuned. So it's super safe. I might have them actually put on all the shit. Yes, I could do it myself, but I really don't trust myself because I've only worked on my Cherokee. And I repaired my Cherokee on myself. I'm willing to bet I could do it safely myself. It's just that little tick in the back of your mind, hey, you might fuck up your brand new car. And that's something I don't want on myself. If they fuck it up, they have a warranty. So they fuck on the car, they buy it, they buy me a new one. So that's a plus, I suppose. But yeah, it's a really nice car. I don't know how many times I've said that so far. But it's a platinum white. I don't know if I said that yet. So it's a platinum white ST, and I'm kind of going for an all white build, except for I know it's kind of racy, but I really enjoy the silver neochrome from Premium Auto Styling. Their tint for the front headlights, and there's like a basic black tinting tint for the rear taillights because I don't like how bright they are. Personally, I'm getting the car tinted how I had my Jeep tinted. 35 up front, none on the windshield, no banner, and 5% in the rear. Anything on the front half of the car is technically illegal in Michigan, sadly, but never had issues with it much with my Mustang. My Mustang had 5% all the way around. It was super dark. I've only got pulled over once and I got a fix-it ticket, or I just got a warning, and I just never bothered fixing it. And I never got pulled over in my Jeep, ever. Even though I had such dark tint in the rear, and, well, that's legal, and then I had tint in the front. But I think how that worked out is because I had such dark tint in the rear, when they looked at my front, they didn't realize it was tinted, because there's a really noticeable difference between 35% and 5%. But yeah, that's basically all I really want to do to the car. I want to keep it as daily as possible. I just want the... Ooh, also, Turbonics makes a compact blow-off valve. It's a 50-50, so there's a ball bearing inside that... so it's half atmospheric, and I don't know what the other half does. Sorry, haven't researched that much into it. I'm kind of really new to the tuning car aspects. I really like the USD. Well, how do I say that? United States Domestic Market, USDM aspect of the tuner car, the popular in Japan or in America. You know, like JDM AF, bro, that type of thing. But I really like the American versions of them. So like, you know how you have like the Honda SI, Civic SI, the WRXs from Subaru. Toyota even make anything cool anymore? What else is there? There's Hyundai, Genesis, like shit like that, right? Those are well-known Japanese tuner cars. Lexus makes the SC300s and that type of shit, right? Yeah, the Integras, all that, whatever, regardless. I really like the American aspect of it. The SRT4 Neons, the Cobalt SS's, the turbocharged ones, the supercharged ones are kind of fucking stupid. Even though they have a nice whine to them. The Focus STs, and what was that? There's a SVT in the 2000s, like a 2003 or whatever. There was a Focus SVT. There's like a ZWR. I'm not sure entirely of that. But I really like the USD M aspect of the tuning cars. That's kind of why I went with the wow, what car did I fucking buy? The Fiesta. But I'm pretty sure that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for sticking around. If you watching through, leave a comment saying you probably should never make a video again. Your hair is stupid. Okay, guys, so see you next time. Bye-bye.